Good morning. Welcome to lesson 32. I have invented the world I see. Today, we are continuing to develop the theme of cause and effect. You are not the victim of the world you see because you invented it. You can give it up as easily as you made it up. You will see it or not see it as you wish. While you want it, you will see it. When you no longer want it, it will not be there for you to see. The idea for today, like the preceding ones, applies to your inner and outer worlds, which are actually the same. However, since you see them as different, the practice periods for today will again include two phases, one involving the world you see outside you, and the other world you see in your mind. In today's exercises, try to introduce the thought that both are in your own imagination. Again, we will begin the practice periods for the morning and evening by repeating the idea for today 2 or 3 times while looking around the world you see as outside yourself. Then close your eyes and look around your inner world. Try to treat them both as equally as possible. Repeat the idea for today unhurriedly as often as you wish, as you watch the images your imagination presents to your awareness. For the 2 longer practice periods, 3 to 5 minutes are recommended if you find the exercises restful. To facilitate this, select a time when few distractions are anticipated and when you feel yourself as reasonably ready. These exercises are also to be continued during the day as often as possible. The shorter applications consist of repeating the idea slowly as you survey either your inner or outer world. It does not matter which you choose. The idea for today should also be applied immediately to any situation that may distress you. Apply the idea by telling yourself, I have invented this situation as I see it. And that's the end of lesson 32. I have invented the world I see. If you can remember when you were little and you used to play games and you played make-believe, the amazing part about it was if you were not having fun at what you were playing anymore, or if you came upon a situation in your pretending that felt uncomfortable or you didn't know how to handle it, you could simply change the rules. No, okay, let's pretend now that we're back at home. Let's pretend that that didn't happen. Let's pretend that we're going to do this instead. We are inventing the world that we see. And so if we are not liking what we are seeing, this is teaching us the way to change what we are seeing, to change the way that the world that we are experiencing presents itself. And so this is the first thing, the understanding that we are inventing the world that we see. It will be amazing, sometimes a little unnerving, when we watch and there are things that make us uncomfortable, to say that I have invented this. Why would we invent things that make us uncomfortable? But then again, think about how often in your mind you create the worst case scenario. We don't always go to the best case scenario. We call those fantasies. We call worst case scenarios preparing for reality. Let's begin to change that. Begin to imagine the light side of things and see how that changes your world. But for today, we're just going to focus on acknowledging that we are inventing the world that we see. Let's see how Jesus responds to this lesson. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. This is a challenging concept for many of you. It does not matter whether you believe this idea right now. Remember, you are in a training program. You are not coming to these ideas through a sense of understanding, but rather from a place of faith. You are stepping day by day with us, holding our hand into new concepts and new ideas that will seem counter to everything you have been taught. In your Newtonian physics, you are taught that yours is an objective reality. You are not given an option about this in your school system. You're not given an option about this in your family. You believe the stories you hear and the judgments you experience, hook, line, and sinker. So when you say this lesson to yourself and you feel a sense of doubt creeping in, do not think that this means that you are off track. You are merely challenging the paradigm the worldview that you hold in your consciousness. We are indeed challenging your worldview. We are challenging your self concept. We are challenging everything you believe to be true about reality, your reality as you see it today. Your mind, which is used to telling these stories, is going to question why you are doing what you're doing. Your ego has used these stories to defend itself and arm itself for a very, very long time. It will, in fact, even tell you that you are going to make yourself vulnerable to attack because you are opening to the unknown. This is one of the great teachings that you have to unlearn in your experience, thoughts, and consciousness. The idea that if you do not defend yourself, that you are open to attack. On the contrary, when you defend yourself, you are preparing for attack. Think about that for a moment. When you wear your armor with your closed heart, sharp tongue, and quick wit, you are preparing to attack someone back. That means that you will be attacked because you are the creator. You are setting the tone. Defending yourself means that you will inevitably be attacked. Some of these ideas you are learning are beginning to challenge the idea of defensiveness and the value of attack as a way of getting what you want. So be prepared for the ego's little stories and reactions and soothe it and placate it by saying, it's okay. We don't have to believe this. We don't have to understand this. Just relax. Everything is going to be fine. You can, in fact, speak to your ego because it is not you. You are now aligning with the truth. You are now aligning with love, and the ego will seem to be less like you than it used to be. You used to think that it was you, but now you are becoming wiser. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and we will see you again tomorrow. I just want to illustrate what Jesus was saying when he talked about the fact that we create the attack when we walk in with our defenses up. If you have ever talked to an authority figure or even a spouse or a parent, and you have spoken with them in the past and they have disagreed, they had punished, they have given you an answer that you did not like, when you are preparing to interact with them again for a request or because you did something that you fear you might get into trouble with, you prepare for attack. You put your armor on and you get your snappy comebacks and you get your rationalizations in your mind. And so you really walk into the conversation like this to have a conversation with them. When we do that, we send our energy out ahead of us. And so we are, in fact, walking in with let's fight. And whether you say let's fight or not, that is where you are beginning the conversation. Observe those moments, because if you walked in like this and were just honest and open without your hands clenched and without all of your witty comebacks, and you came in with your honest, authentic self, it might change the entire dynamics of the conversation. And so I encourage you to look at this lesson very deeply and realize that there really is a great deal that we do to invent the world that we see, because when we think about something, we have already formed an idea. And so we look and expect that to show up for us. Good luck using this today, and I hope that you have some new awarenesses come up for you that are enlightening and big ahas. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.